Hello there, my name is Richo. This is the first time seeing my channel. I like to talk about animation, and today we're talk about an indie independent animation from YouTube called Bento Banana 404. It's sort of a web series made sort of the idea of what if a shonen character actually realized he's an anime and trying to understand what's his point of view, what he's doing, why he's trying to find this crystal that he needs to, but he doesn't. During this time, the director of this animation stops everything and resets everything once again to the very beginning so he can continue doing the story and milking this franchise to the death. That would be a sort of interesting concept, but it actually added more things to that concept to make it more interesting. What if the original creator died, instead put his mental mind inside the programming of AI, continue doing the cartoons, but sort of reawakening, realize he doesn't like the direction of the characters is going, and why are you doing? Why ruining my characters? And that itself make this series so interesting because you follow basically a banana and an eggplant trying to do sort of stop this evil door destroying the world. At the point the eggplant stops everything, asking, "What are we doing? What? Who are you? What's going on?" And every time he stops, the whole director trying to change or flip the script, changing a different sort of narrative or a different complete genre. Like for example, chapter 2 became sort of a rom-com from inspired by Doki Doki video games, if you're basically dating in high school, but one of them actually is the murderer who attempted to kill the main lead. What if the director decided to change that again to a different location of a sort of arena battle tournament? And that's the thing that sort of grabs you because the implant, the assistant or best friend of the main lead, Banana, he's aware something is off. Every time he's attempted to do something or you put attention what's going on right in front of your face, everything stops and you changes to give control of the director because the director is afraid of the higher up to fire him if he doesn't have full control and continue making the series. It's one of those concepts that's just so interesting, especially that have each episode, or at least the first 4 chapters right now, are just sort of little like 4-minute or 8-minute little clips of ideas what they actually can do this series. Of course, some of you wondering, okay, why not heard of this cartoon? Sounds so interesting and out there. The reason is it's not really that high popular. The highest view count of one of the episodes is over 100 views, not 100,000 views. I'm sorry, but interesting enough, it is keep growing, gaining more attention each episode it drops. Of course, because it is independent, each episode drop every 2 years. Yeah, you can see why that doesn't have a huge fan base, or the reason why you never heard of it, because it is interesting. But specifically, one of the main leads of Bento, not Bento, Bumpy, that is suspected of Bento, that he's the one who keeps changing things. He doesn't want to follow the script, but he acts like kind of like Rick and Morty, specifically more Morty than Rick, because he is sort of kind of whining, complaining, but never knowing. He just want to understand what's going on, why he have to follow this guy that he doesn't like, and keep saying, "You're my best friend." And on top of this, stopping everything and pointing all the flaws and weirdness of the depends on the genre they fit in. Especially like chapter 2. Chapter 2, they go to that sort of rom-com, sort of a bunch of girls falling in love with one specific character. And kind of question that idea of like, why these women are actually thirsting of the main lead, but not the main lead, him. And he's sort of freaking out like, I have no idea who we are. And keep breaking the fourth wall, trying to understand and run away. And of course, pointing out all the flaws of a rom-com anime. I love it. They just don't follow one sort of genre, multiple different genres. Just sort of stop and making fun of it, but at the same time figuring out how to sort of escape. And that's just sort of refreshing, interesting. Some of you be like, it sounds like Rick and Morty. It is, but done so much better. You never try to be that sort of high concept, like I'm a narcissist, I know what I'm doing. No, it's the whole point is, why? Why continue this sort of old show over 300,000 episodes and continue on? Who am I? What's the point? What is my true goal? And that's sort of not more like kind of in yourself, sort of reason why you keep existing doing the same thing over and over again. And this is the reason why I really enjoy it. It's really funny if you like anime. You also know all the different tropes of anime, not just Jordan Jump, rom-com, horror. It try to dive in at least the most they can on multiple, but usually just stays on one specific genre because one of the biggest genres of anime is especially action cartoons, trying to beat the main bad guy, going to tournaments. Usually they focus on that, but I love that they really make fun of the main lead of that show, Banana, or Bento, his first name, that he is sort of every kind of Goku clone character of the Monkey King. Imagine him, but actually asking that question, what's the point? Why we have to find this crystal? And just see him freaking out, breaking because he doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. He just want to venture and be happy, but yet in reality, if this person exists, he'll be sort of very annoying, frustrating, and broken person who doesn't know how to fit in society because he just doesn't want to work. And that is sort of interesting. That's just a very interesting kind of appeal for a character, especially episode 4, who appeared today on the 28th. So yeah, it's something just sort of I just want to basically recommend because it's just so interesting and funny and sort of absurd. It almost feel a Adult Swim show, but it never was created by Adult Swim. It was basically created an independent one-team animator who basically wrote direct everything. He just hired a bunch of voice actors to do the short, and that's just so good and interesting. I just sort of highly recommend it if you actually chance to see this independent web series. It's that good, that interesting. Hopefully it gets more popular because it's that good. It just got a deep analysis of the main lead, just freaking out, being sort of violent, but for no apparent reason because he doesn't know what to do. Because every time he thinks, it just sort of resets. That concept, you do so many different things, different point of views, different genres, and just get more deeper and enter more basically self-destructive learning. In other words, I'm stuttering here because it's something hard to really explain because all this show feels something like the Matrix. In other words, if you sort of aware everything is not real, the creator resets, and that is just a sort of concept. It's sort of refreshing. Of course, not the first time this idea done in cartoons or anime. It's just sort of an idea that nobody really uses that much. It's always been there in the forefront using very specific episodes or plot threads of movies, but it never really had a kind of deep dive idea of this, and that's why I feel so refreshing. Of course, I have now one question. You have seen this web series. Do you like the concept or not? If you didn't, you haven't watched it or not, or I convince you to watch it, tell me down below, let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.